Why do we expect the sun to rise tomorrow? To answer this question, we first have to understand how deductive and inductive reasoning works. Deductive reasoning is when a conclusion is formed from a series of premises that are assumed to be true. For example, the first premise is that every mammal has a heart. The second is that all horses are mammals, therefore, we can reach the conclusion that every horse has a heart. The only way in which the conclusion can be false is that either not all horses are mammals or not all mammals have hearts. In other words, for the conclusion to be false, one or more premises have to be false, and if both premises are true, the conclusion must be true. This can be simplified into a general term: if P then Q, since P therefore Q. Inductive reasoning is slightly different from deductive reasoning. It is the process of moving from a set of observed facts about the world to more general conclusions. Using the example of horses, if every horse that has ever been observed has had a heart, we can conclude that every horse has a heart. In inductive arguments, the premise is supposed to support, but not logically entail its conclusions. To put it simply, an inductive argument helps justify belief in its conclusion, despite not providing a logical guarantee that if the premises are true then the conclusion will be. We can use this to answer the question of whether or not the sun will rise tomorrow. As the sun has risen every day, we have no reason to assume that the sun will not rise tomorrow. Scottish philosopher David Hume proposed that we can't help but believe that the sun will rise tomorrow, as our minds are so constituted that when we are exposed to a regularity we have no choice but to keep on believing that this regularity will continue. However, have we any reason, assuming that these regularities have occurred in the past, to suppose that they will hold in the future? We'll always have experiences of the sun rising every morning but not of the future. To answer the question, we must put forward yet another question: will the future resemble the past? This question should not be answered with deductive and inductive reasoning, which are only based on the past. Instead, we should seek a new principle which enables us to know that the future will follow the same laws as the past. The philosopher Karl Popper said that scientific theories do not prove truths about the world. Instead, scientific theories should be capable of being falsified by our five senses: sight, sound, smell, taste and touch, all in one. The question has no correct answer. We yet to have explore a new concept which will allow us to predict the future based on our past experiences. Thank you for listening.